Hi guys, this is Carrie. And put on a little color here so you can see me. I don't want to be blend completely, but this is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing, and here we help you declutter your faith, your home, and your business. And I am so excited to share today's project with you because I have finally bought a brand new refrigerator, and you and I couldn't wait to organize it. So we are going to show you that, but that's not all. I also took out my old cabinet that was on the dark end of the galley kitchen that I have, and now the refrigerator's all the way at the end. Now, you know, it just works better for us that way. So you're going to get to see that in the rest of the video. And so we bought a new pantry and we put on the other side of the refrigerator. Now you'll get to see more of that. It's narrower, and what I was going to put in it isn't what I turned out putting in it, but now I had to rework it a few times and now it's perfect, but you'll see that on a different video. Um, and we'll go deeper into that later. But now, why organize your fridge? Because everything has a place. You save money, you waste less food, and cooking feels easier. Plus, there's just something about opening the door and seeing it neat and fresh, and it makes everyday life a little bit lighter. Plus, what I suggest is yes, technically, some believe there's a right way and a wrong way to organize a refrigerator. And, you can listen to my videos or you can do research on that. But also, your refrigerator has to work for you. Now, if you are the type to forget about certain items and they just sit in the refrigerator and rot, that means those items have to stay visible. I have, you will see what I put in my refrigerator and how I have it organized, but I have seen where they put their fresh vegetables in the door of the fridge and then their condiments in the vegetable drawer. Because when you need salad dressing, you're just going to open the drawer and remember that your salad dressing is in that drawer, where your veggies sometimes tend to just disappear in the drawers. It's really just how your brain works and how your brain functions in the scheme of things. I tend to buy a lot of my things from Sam's Club, so I do divide mine up into baggies, and I put what I don't use in the freezer, and when I get low, I switch it out. But then there are a few things that can't go in the freezer, like sour cream. I buy the 2-pack of sour cream, and usually where leftovers get lost and pushed to the very back of the refrigerator, I put my extra items like the extra sour cream. I put the baking soda so that it absorbs. I have some barbecue sauce I keep back there because it's a very tall bottle. So there are things that I put in the very back of my refrigerator because I know that when I run out, that's where I put it, therefore I can find it. But if you push leftovers back there, sometimes it gets lost. And this way your leftovers can't go any further back because you already have things purposely set in there. And then I do have some ground beef right now that is not in the video, but I have ground beef in the very bottom drawer of the refrigerator. So if it does happen to leak, it doesn't leak over everything in my refrigerator. So raw meats are always placed uh, in the bottom drawer. Now, the drawer that it's in this refrigerator is very narrow, so I cannot put a bin underneath the meat while it defrosts. So I will have to clean out that drawer. But in my old refrigerator, I had a deep drawer that I put my meats in, and therefore I had a bin that held any blood if it leaked. And then I didn't have to pull the whole drawer out. I just pulled out that bin if it leaked. All right, guys, let's go on to my refrigerator. My new refrigerator, that is one side, and we have this freezer, and I will show you how I have organized it once I get to organize it. They told me to wait 3 hours before putting stuff in. As you can see, I already put Cokes in there because I was thirsty, I guess. And then it has this little tray here. And in addition, so I love it so much, it is Bosch, if you can see that. Okay. And there's the ice maker. It now has a refrigerator that works. Our other one broke, maybe with this one being small, and the ice falls in here when you need to use this. But then down here, it automatically goes into the tray when we need it. Sorry about the noise. Now right here is really ugly. That's where our refrigerator was. And I don't know what that hole was from, but this is where our new pantry is going to go, and that'll be a different video for you. So this is what we've got to fix up now that we tore out the cabinet, and we'll have to repaint some areas. All right, now I'll show you something else. These are my bins for the freezer that I had. So I may just be able to put my freezer items right back in with no problem, already organized. This one is my miscellaneous bin That one is my breakfast, frozen breakfast sausage, bacon, cheese bin. And that one there is popsicles. I know there's a jar that goes in the door, but that bin right there holds all our popsicles, sugar-free popsicles. And this is more stuff that was on the door. So we may even have some extra space. That stuff goes in the, that's my chopped veggies and chopped fruits. And then that's my pepperoni that goes in the door. But we will show you everything after it's organized again. But that's what I wanted to show you so far. All right, guys, I'm showing you my new refrigerator. On the door is, I still have butter at the top, but it's so big that I was able to put the Arm & Hammer back there, and even some coconut oil, so that'll all be there. I used a wax pen that I have and marked it, so I know this says butter, but anyway, this is my husband's tortilla, low carb tortillas and low carb snacks. This is just so he can find his stuff, and he has his own little bin. Now here we might put in some ketchup packets, or you know, those little packets that you get from restaurants. That's why this is in a bin, a clear bin, so we can have that space there. I don't know if we'll keep this bin or not, but that's this bin is from Dollar Tree, so we're good with that. And this is all our sugar-free sauces and dressings and stuff, except the ranch dressing is my husband's, so all of that goes together. Let's see, we have all drinks on the top, and then we made space for the eggs. I have these are the ones that need to be used first, so I have this pushed back and this ready to use. I got these containers from the Dollar Tree, and I probably could switch this one out for a clear one so that they all match, but this has all my homemade salsa. This is like, you know, well, anyway, drinks. I made room for the large sodas and the tea here, and if we had milk, I guess that would go there as well. And then all of this is for sandwiches, whether it's mayo sandwiches or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or chicken salad, that's all together. And then these are these other sauces. And of course, now my refrigerator beeps at me when I have it open too long. So I had to push that button. This is where leftovers are going to go. It's a nice big space. I have this bin for vegetables and leftover avocado. This is our Jell-O and snacks, and I still have room in the back. Then I have this drawer here, and I just went grocery shopping, so this stuff will not be here come Monday, but I'm making gumbo, so that's why that is there. My bacon, I divide out 3 slices to a baggie because I'm the only one that eats bacon, so I put 3 slices in baggies, and that goes individually frozen. This is so I can cook up some bacon, cook it up with this, so I have some cabbage and onions and bacon already cooked up for a low carb side dish. This is my breakfast sausage, which this weekend I will be slicing it up and individually freezing because my husband eats the sausage, I eat the bacon, and it works for us because I don't divide the bacon and I don't divide the sausage on the same day. So Saturday I will probably slice up the sausage, freeze it individually and then put it all in a baggie. And then this I'll probably do Sunday because it's easy. You just grab 3 slices and a bunch of baggies. And then I buy this big Sam's cheese and divide it into these baggies so that I only have what gets used in the refrigerator, so it never molds. And leftovers, I have a rule. It only stays in the refrigerator 2 days, and we always eat our leftovers unless this is my lunch. When I'm at home, this is a soup, and I just heat it up. It's got chicken in it. I just heat it up as I eat it. All right, now let's look at this side. This side, I said sauces. They're more the liquidy sauces, but it is what it is. I have sauces everywhere just because we're low carb and it's nice to add flavor to everything. This I thought I would make for herbs. It's very, very small, and I had some rosemary and I had some peach habanero. So that's really all that's in there. And then I thought I'd make this one dressings, but it does have some dessert, which I guess I could put in with the snacks over there. But I have dressings and our German mustard. It's easy to find. All right, guys, so that is my brand new organized refrigerator. I put things somewhat in the same place as I did my other refrigerator, but as you can see, I just have more room. Now let's go down to the freezer. And just so you know, this is a Bosch. I have my weekly cleaning chart here and my meal plan here. It has ice maker. We haven't figured out how to get the ice maker to make ice yet. So let's go down here. It has a drawer here. Now that drawer is supposed to be for the ice. This is just our pre-made items. So grab and go items. It doesn't look too pretty, but that's what it is. Grab and go items. And then I have, this is my basket of breakfast and just cheese, cream cheese and cheese slices that are ready to just take out and eat. Some meat items that are frozen. This shrimp is going into my gumbo tomorrow, and the other belongs to my son because I don't usually keep any meat items in this freezer unless it's my son's grab and go meats. That is my fruit basket, and that is my vegetables, and it works quite well for my freezer because we don't need as much freezer space in the house because we have a freezer in the garage. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today while I set up my fridge and started on that baking pantry. I hope it gave you a little motivation for your own kitchen. Now, be sure to hit subscribe or follow so you don't miss the next video where I'll eventually be showing you more about the pantry makeover. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment, share this with a friend, or just let me know what part inspired you most. Until next time, keep it simple, keep it organized, and I will see you on the next podcast. Thank you for being here.